Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some really low effort meals using chicken. All of these, of course, are super duper easy to make and will take hardly any time to prepare at all. So let's go ahead and get started and I will show you these 3 super low effort meals. First up, we are making some garlic Parmesan chicken drumsticks. In this bowl, I have 5 chicken drumsticks. I'm just drizzling a little bit of avocado oil over them and then making sure they are covered in the avocado oil. On top of that, we're going to add 1 package of this garlic Parmesan wing seasoning mix. I sprinkled about half over, kind of spread the seasoning around and then flipped them over and added the rest. Moving over to my crock pot, I'm just going to spray that down really well with some nonstick spray and then add in all 5 of my chicken drumsticks. After adding those in, you'll just add the lid and let this cook on a low heat for right around 4 hours. Once the timer goes off, you can go ahead and remove those from the crock pot and add them to a baking sheet. In a small bowl, you'll want to add about 3 tablespoons of butter. Melt that in your microwave just until it's liquidy, and then you'll take that butter and just brush it over top of all of the chicken. Now stick these in your oven and you're going to turn on the broil setting to high and let these go for about 3 to 4 minutes. Be sure to keep a really close eye on them. We are just adding them into the oven under the broiler just to get the skin a little bit crispy. But if you're not careful, the broiler can really burn these, so make sure you're watching. Here's what my plate looked like in the end. I just went ahead and made some macaroni and cheese and some steamed broccoli on the side. This meal is so easy and I really think you'll like it. Next up, we are going to make some chicken Parmesan sliders. I'm sure you've probably seen these on YouTube before, but it is one of my husband's favorites. This was my first time using this brand of chicken nuggets and they were pretty small, smaller than your average chicken nugget, so I went ahead and just added the entire bag in here. I stuck those in my air fryer and let those cook for about 7 to 8 minutes on 375 degrees. You can also bake them in the oven, it's totally up to you. Now I'm just taking 1 package of slider buns. I did decide to use the entire package today. Sometimes I just make 6, but I know my husband loves this one, so I went ahead and just used the entire package of slider buns. Onto the bottom slices of the bread, I am just going to go ahead and take some provolone cheese and add that on the bottom. And now once the chicken nuggets are done, I'm just going to line those up on top of there until it's all the way full. And as you can see, usually I only use 1 chicken nugget per slider, but for this one I had to use 2 chicken nuggets per slider because they were smaller. Over top of the chicken nuggets, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little dollop of pizza sauce over top of each one. And then over top of the pizza sauce, you'll just take some mozzarella cheese and add that over the top. You'll probably notice I didn't use provolone on 1/2, that's just because I ran out of provolone. Add the buns on top and then we're going to use some of this Better Goods garlic Parmesan and basil butter. Just add a little tiny bit of that onto each one of the buns. And now these are going into the oven to bake for right around 10 minutes. Once they have come out of the oven, I'm just going to sprinkle them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese to finish them off. Here's what my plate looked like in the end. We just love these chicken sliders. They are so good and very easy. And then on the side there, I just made a small side salad using a little bit of lettuce, tomato, ranch, and cheese. Next, we are making this chicken and broccoli macaroni. To begin here, I have one chicken breast that I went ahead and sliced down the middle. I'm going to lightly season this chicken with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Moving over to my stovetop, I'm adding about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of avocado oil into my cast iron skillet. Once that has melted, I'm going to add my chicken in here and just let my chicken cook for about 4 to 5 minutes in total. These were pretty thin pieces, just until the chicken reaches 165 degrees. While the chicken's cooking, I'm just going to add some of this deluxe macaroni and cheese back here, 2 boxes of that. We'll let those noodles begin cooking while we finish up the chicken. Now that the chicken is cooked all the way through and has some good color on both sides, we're going to add it to our cutting board and let it rest for about 5 minutes. You can go ahead and slice up your chicken or cut it into smaller pieces like I did. Now your noodles should be done boiling, so you can go ahead and drain those and then add the 2 packages of cheese into your macaroni and cheese. After getting that all mixed together, we're going to go ahead and add this over into our cast iron skillet. The reason I'm doing this is because that skillet has a ton of flavor in there from the chicken cooking. Now go ahead and add your chicken back in there, and if your family likes it, you can take a 12-ounce bag of frozen broccoli, steam that up, and then add it in here as well and just give it a good mix together. If you've been around here for a while, then you'll know that my husband absolutely hates broccoli, so I did keep mine separate and I mixed mine together in a separate dish. But this is what it should look like when it's all done if you add the broccoli and everything all together. This has some really good flavor to it. Not only is it cheesy from the macaroni and cheese, which is delicious, it also has a lot of flavor from that pan. That's why you want to add it back in there and mix it in there. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave me a flower in the comments below to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of today's video. And I will see you back here on Wednesday for a new video. Bye!